What's going on, guys? Clear Politics here today, and today we're going to be doing a matchup of Trump versus Biden in 2024. This is probably going to be the tightest race in election history in the United States other than 2000. And let's go ahead and just get the states that we know are going to be who. Obviously. Oh, I was like, I knew I was missing something. Okay. This is what I got. Then now, states that I think 100% Republicans are going to win. Texas. I guess you could put a slight. They're going to win Texas. That reminds me. Hawaii. Florida. 100%. I think they're going to win Florida very handily. If you look at the polls for Florida, Trump has not led in a poll since they've started taking polls. They tied right here from Emerson, but Emerson isn't. Emerson isn't the most. It's the greatest. I'll say that. Iowa. I don't think Iowa will be any competition whatsoever. It'll be a little competitive. They might flip a house seat there, here and there, or something. But no, Chuck Grassley. The reason he did perform very well in 2022 is because he's just old. People like him. He's just old. People are like, okay, this is the 8th time we've seen Chuck Grassley. It's getting a little boring. But it's fun. Ohio. I don't see him losing in Ohio for any reason, any stretch of the imagination. If we look at the polls for Georgia, Trump leads in most of them. This is going to be a very close, tight race. But here's my reasoning for Georgia. I feel like the reason he didn't win in 2020 is because a lot of Republican voters in Georgia really did not expect it to be as close as it was, so they didn't vote. Also, 2020 was the most historic election ever when it comes to turnout, and I don't think that's going to happen in 2024. So, also, 2020 was a blue wave, so I think he wins Georgia. North Carolina, let's look at the polls. Trump plus 11, Trump plus 5, plus Trump plus 9. I don't see a world where Biden wins this. I'll go, yeah. Nebraska, I think he wins. I think Biden wins the 2nd district. Not by much, barely. But I think he's going to win that, which actually could be very big in the election. Okay, we have Arizona. Arizona's a weird state. I think Trump is going to win this state barely. It's going to be like by less than, probably, it could be in the hundreds. But I think Trump is going to win the state of Arizona. It's going to be very tight. Even the polls show it. Emerson has him winning by 3-4, then Biden up 2. So they have Trump winning Arizona, and I do too. Nevada. Okay, let's pull up Nevada real quick. Nevada. From what I see, Nevada is flipping. That's what I have seen. It's not going to be relatively close either. Like, it's going to be tight, but it's not going to be tight. Like, it's going to be about Ohio. Not Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. Ohio, Iowa tight. Because Republicans came very close to beating them in 2022. And for the Senate, they won the governor's race. Laxalt did pretty well, all things considered, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is, I could leave it toss up, but at the same time, I don't know. Because the polls would suggest that Trump is going to win, but at the same time, Biden did win it. So I'm going to go with the safe bet and say that Biden wins Pennsylvania, but barely. That could go either way. Look at Wisconsin. Biden's up +1 in Wisconsin. So I mean, that's probably going to be pretty close to what happens. Okay, let me pull something up real quick. Made Biden up by quite a lot, but I think, yeah, I think they win the two congressional districts. New Hampshire has Biden up by a lot, which then Michigan. Oh, there's DC. Michigan. Let's talk about Michigan. Michigan is going to be very close. Like, it's going to come down to the very, very wire. I mean, if you look, a tie, excuse me, tie, Trump +3, Biden +4. It could go either way. So I'm going to go, since he's the incumbent, I'm going to go, he wins Michigan, barely. And then we have a dilemma on our hands. 269. Well, the Constitution states that what would happen is all the state, well, not all, but the Congress of the states would vote for either Biden or Trump. And if you look, you count the red states, there's more red states than blue states. So that means Donald Trump would be the 47th president of the United States. That's what I think is going to happen as of all available polling data and just personal beliefs and what I think will happen. I mean, this could be totally different. Like, this could be 340 to 190. It could be 400 to 100. Who knows? I don't think anybody will know till Election Day. About a week later, nobody's going to know. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Peace out.